Alrighty, welcome everybody. This is episode 4. Yeah, episode 4. So far we have been able to create the basics of our tier 2 base. We've got a good chunk of the tier 2 base built up there. We are now getting to where at the moment I'm basically just tearing down, or not tearing down. I'm trying to get everything built that I have to build here so that I can officially move on to the tier 2 base. I'm almost to the tier 2 base, but not quite. The tier 1 base needs a little bit more, and then I should be able to abandon it and leave it here. That's 3. Is there one more by any chance? No, but that put us at 5. The magic 5 we were talking about, because we're at 4 currently. How are you looking? Heat. Okay. We need 21 to get the tier 3 drill. The tier 3 drill goes at the tier 2 base. Basically, what I decided as I was building this or playing this is that tier 1 and tier 2 stuff is going to end up here at the basic base. 3 and 4 will end up at the second or the tier 2 base, and then the final base will have tier 5 and above. And so with that, I'm trying to establish enough tier 1 stuff, tier 1 and tier 2 stuff, that we can then move on to the tier 3 base officially. We're not quite there yet. The tier 3 oxygen can go at the new base, and I think it probably will, realistically. Hey, we got the beacon. Beacon is lit. Silicon. Titanium. There's no titanium. I need to go scour some titanium. I'm also sick. So. It was funny. So last week, I actually ended up picking up an extra shift last week and then ended up taking Saturday off. So I still had my 40, but I ended up with a 16 on one day and then ended up taking Saturday off, which was funny. It's always one of those moments where it's like you don't want to take a day off because you don't want to lose the money. But I had already worked an extra shift because there was an open shift. And by doing that, I was like, hey, end up breaking even essentially, which is nice. All right, so this base is basically done. I think, let's do this. We'll throw one. I would like to throw one more here if I can. Let's check and see what we got here. Oh, what's my oxygen at? Tier 2. Aluminum. I don't think there's any aluminum at this base anymore. I think we've run out. Oh no, we have aluminum. We can get a tier 3 oxygen. Magnesium, silicon. Magnesium. Ooh. Oh, we have exactly enough. Perfect. I was about to say, we might be about out. But no, we did it. We have the tier 2 backpack, which we can do tier 3. That's 2 aluminum. And a silicon, which we just discovered we're officially out of. Let's find one right there. Cool. Tier 3, hitting tier 3 backpack is really useful. Yeah, we're only 4 episodes in and we're doing quite well. Especially for this challenge. What is I have a tier 1. Tier 2 takes a super. And all the supers at that other location that we looted already. Okay, so I think that basically puts us done with this base. Is there anything else I need to do? We haven't unlocked any tier 3s yet. But I think we basically are just waiting at this point. We need 21 to get the tier 3 drill. Oxygen tier 3 is next and we're almost there. Yeah, I think I'll do the veggie tubes at the tier 2 base, I think, honestly. I think putting that off would be kind of annoying. Because then I would end up with a tier 3 item here with all these seeds in it, and then I'd have to go back and forth from here to there to replace them. And I don't want to do that. We'll allow tier 3 to move. We'll allow tier 3 to migrate with us. at that point, I believe we also can start migrating everything up. Because yeah, officially at this point, we're just waiting for a few things to finish, which means we can migrate everything resource-wise from here to the tier 2 base, and then we can visit that wreck and bring all the stuff down, and then we can hit the other 2 locations and bring them all here too. And then the tier 2 base will officially be like the central theme at that point, which is cool. It's a good place to be. Let's get another storage. Get another storage. Cool. Exoskeletal upgrade again. Cool. Aluminum. Cobalt. Ooh. I was about to say, man, I need more iron so I can finish this. Oh, I hit shift. Iridium. Shift so I can move again. Uranium. Cool. Dump. Titanium. Magnesium. Iridium. Perfect. All right. Let's head back down and grab what we can. Wait. We did get tier 3 of both. Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. If I don't have the tier 3 backpack yet, this is going to be an annoying trip, but we're good. Where's my water? Ooh, so I punched my mic. I punched my mic right in his face. Okay. Okay, that should be everything. This base is done. Once we hit tier 3 oxygen, we will pull these seeds up and migrate them to the next base. Until then, we're going to let them run. We'll drop off what we got, then we'll go visit that wreck, pick up those goodies, bring them home, and then we'll go to the 2 other wrecks on this far side and make sure everything we have is currently at the home base. Because we have a base there, a thingy there, we also have a base over there, and then we need to do that one over there as well. Busy. Food. Oh. Food, water. Yeah. We'll put the oxygen there too, I think. I control clicked. What the heck? Okay. And dump the rest. All right. Cool. So with that, we officially have the lower base basically completely empty of all resources. We're now heading up. Oh, right there. They changed this. This didn't used to have a walkway up. You used to have to run over there, and it was really annoying to do. But they changed it, and it's much better now. The nice thing is where we have the tier 3 backpack, this shouldn't be too bad. It should be pretty quick, pretty easy. Oh, also let's save since we haven't saved yet. We're like 2 hours into recording and have not saved yet, so that might be a good idea. And say there shouldn't be any melting there yet, considering we only have 5 tier 2 heaters. There shouldn't be anything there. Okay. And I'm really just feeling it all. I just want everything. Like, I'm just going to bring everything back. The cool part is that the majority of the playthrough of the no build or no deconstruct challenge will be able to play from just the tier 2 base. All the tier 3, like all the tier 1 stuff is basic and there's not as much of it, so it's not too bad. Most of that stuff was cheap anyway, so it doesn't matter. The majority of the gameplay will be tier 2 because you have to have the trade rocket before you can get tier 3 at all. And that's significantly further in the tech tree. Oh, that's a question. Am I allowed to move the door over one? I believe so. I believe that's not an infringement of the rules, or at least not a big one. If I were to move this door to there. Excuse me. Oh, I had a cobalt, pardon me. Yeah, I believe moving the door from there to there is not an infringement. I think that's fine. I had some little basic rules like that where it's like I'm allowed to rearrange a little bit, but not much. The main thing is I'm not allowed to tear up and fully remove, period. Like if I said I'm going to tear up this door and not have a door at all, that's not allowed. But just to move it over one, that's fine. Ouch, that hurt. Hey, there's that tier 3 I was talking about. Hang on, let me see if I can even talk anymore. I'm here. Hi, I'm alive. Barely. Alright, I think we determined 5 of these is what we want. We have no silicon at base. Alright, so I need 1 magnesium. And 10 silicon. It's a lot of silicon. Three, my lord. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's already starting to form. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'll tell you what, being sick has really been horrific. Not a fan. I think what I'll do is I'll do these 2 recordings and then, or this recording here, and then I'll pause and check them to see how they sound. My sound, for some reason, my mic randomly started crapping out on me. Not really crapping out on me, it's just the quality greatly decreased, and I didn't know why. Being allowed to tear up stuff like that is honestly, it's to keep me from going insane, because seeing chests, I always run over and open them to see if there's anything good in them, and so if I leave them there empty, that's going to drive me insane, because I'm going to see it, run over and check it, and it's going to be empty. It's going to drive me nuts. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to throw the... Oh, we need water. Titanium, iron, cobalt. We just need water. That's 3 at least. Let's get those going. Okay. Yeah, I decided I want 5 veg tubes. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we need 2 more ice for water. Which is cool, because then we can go down to the little base and tear those up if I want. Tier 3 drills. That's the first official recipe that we can build here as well. Or second, technically, now, I guess. Because these veg tubes is the first official. Go 1. Wait, what? What am I missing? Oh, I was 1 silicon shy. Any silicon, boys? Oh, right there. Perfect. Wowzers, my schnoggin. My schnoggendozen. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been sick since... I want to say since Friday I've been sick. and it's Tuesday now. That gives you a time frame of how crazy sick I've been. I do feel bad though, because my wife didn't get sick until the tail end. So like I'm mostly better. Like I'm doing mostly better and she's just getting into it. So that's sad. So let's go food, water, magnesium. Okay, we can officially come over and rip the seeds out of the tier 2s and bring them up. Let's go do that real quick. So I'll grab the seeds from there and then we'll run up there and grab what we can. I'm going to pause after this episode though to see how the quality is and see if they are doing okay. And if they're doing okay, then I'll probably sit down and record a few more. The way I do my recordings and releases is I try to have I generally try to have at least 2 videos per series per day come out, which is a lot of content. It's a lot of content, but I don't do any editing. I do my thumbnails. I edit the thumbnails and I try to say hi in the intros and stuff. So I'll try to intro in. I usually don't do an outro. I usually just do an intro, and then it's weird. Getting weird coloring there. But yeah, so I'll usually do an intro and then, or try to do an intro and then I'll not do an outro, and then I do the thumbnails. But then other than that, I don't do any other editing. Because I'm not doing other editing, that allows me to just crank out more content. So instead of doing like 1 video a day, 1/2 hour video a day, but having it be super edited, instead it's like I'm skipping the editing in order to put out more content instead. So my videos are less edited, but I have more videos coming out. So I end up with like 2 videos a day per series going out. Realistically, I could set it up to have multiple series going at the same time, but then they would be a lot longer. That's the other issue, is I don't want to have a series going for like 2 or 3 months, which is what I think would happen if I did 1 episode a day. 50 episodes, that's a month and a half of episodes for a single playthrough, and I generally don't like doing that. I'd much rather have an entire playthrough be done in like 3 weeks, like start to finish, 3 weeks per playthrough, and that's it. Because you figure like 50 episodes, divide that by 2, it's about 25 days. Yeah, it's about a month. Do I have a... I do. I was gonna say, I want to put down a ladder real quick. There we go. Okay, so real quick, let's step out here immediately, and we're gonna go gold seed, blue, 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 and then red. Okay. But yeah, the nice thing about doing recordings though versus like streaming is I can have as many going in the background as I want. And so far I do. Like right now I'm recording Ghost Recon Wildlands Ghost Mode. I'm also recording 2-player co-op on the Halo missions. But those ones we will see when those come out, because I'm doing them with my cousin and he has a very tight schedule. And so I'm picking up times with him as I can, but he doesn't have a lot of time. So I can only really do 1 recording session maybe a week with him, and we try to record for like a couple of hours. But we've got the first 5 missions of Halo 1 done. Once I have all of the missions of Halo 1 done with him, I will start releasing those ones. Sid and I are trying to see if we want to finish the multiplayer. I have 2 episodes that are recorded with Sid for the multiplayer one, but we're trying to decide whether or not we want to push that one to the end, because it's kind of slow. At this point, it's the final ending, which is grinding 500,000 credits, and that is so insanely slow. And you can grind it up to make it happen. It's so time consuming. Like to if we record the whole thing start to finish, we're going to be playing for like another, you know, who knows how many episodes. What the heck? Where am I? There it is. I was like, I feel like I'm lost. But yeah, we're just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Because Sid also wanted to do Ghost Recon Wildlands with me as well. Oh, cool. Nuclear reactor. Sid wanted to do Ghost Recon Wildlands with me. We were going to do like a 2-player co-op run through the whole game. And then we would have a few guest people here and there joining as well. Like we'd have Schroeder for part of it. We would have, on very rare occasion, we'd have Shadow. And you guys know Shadow from the playthroughs here. She plays with us. But there'd be a chance to have Shadow do it with us. We'd have Schroeder on occasion, and then like some other stuff. Oh golly, these seeds are not nearly as useful right now. Really, I want that super. Oh, and we have to not go off the end so we don't hurt ourselves. So like right here, there we go. But yeah, basically I'm just trying to calculate how I want to do that. I also have a Minecraft Sky Factory 4. For the most part, will probably just be single player. Most of my friends that do play it are not available to play it. And then the ones that are around to play either haven't played it or didn't necessarily enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Sky Factory 4 is my absolute favorite playthrough. And there's 2 major ways to do it. You either do it, or 2 major ways that I do it. You either do just a normal Sky Factory, or you do a Lost Cities. Lost Cities is really fun. You can also do it as a stone block or observatory or whatever. There's like 5 or 6 different startings for that one, which is pretty cool. But we'll see. Like that's one I would love to play or do a recording of for everybody. That's one that I really want to watch myself play too, because that's one of my favorites. And most of the people that I watch that do play it, there's been very few playthroughs of Sky Factory 4, and the majority of them are like these 2 or 3 major name groups that do it, and then they just goof around most of the time. So like they don't play it as much, or when they do play it, they don't get very far. So, you know, just trying to get the most I can out of the time. Okay, food. We have better here, so let's go here. We have a 300%, and then you can be that one. Cool. All right. We got about 8 minutes left here. Oof. We got uranium. We got iridium. Tier 3 heaters. And the advanced crafting station. Perfect. Excuse me. All right, we need super, and then osmium, sulfur. I do those 2 together initially until the tier 3 base where you're able to request them. There's not a reason to have multiple, especially single player. I won't go through nearly enough of it. Iridium, uranium, super, titanium, aluminum. See, there's a reason why I design it like this. It's very easy to keep track of what goes where with this type of a setup. Okay, aluminum. Where'd it go? This guy. Titanium. I need a silicon. I don't have a silicon. There's silicon over there. Perfect. There's also some over there. We are also getting to the point in this playthrough where I need to just collect a bajillion of everything. And the idea is basically every time I step out, every time I say, hey, I need, silicon, I should step out and I should just fill my inventory with stuff and then bring it all back. Because I'm going to need like going out and grabbing a single ore and then coming back is a huge waste of time. But if I go out and collect a full backpack worth of stuff and bring it back, then that puts me ahead. So I need to make sure I'm doing that. Oh, see, full inventory. But now I've got that many resources instead of a silicon, you know? Okay, let's place this one right there. And then we'll go silicon, titanium, magnesium, iron, cobalt. Perfect. All right, how are we doing? And we still got 5 minutes left. Okay. What should we do for our last 5 minutes? We could start the tier 3 drills. You get more heat and pressure off of those. The problem is those are more power hungry, so I don't know if we also have the tier 3 heaters we can start too. I did talk about wanting to have a place for that, but whatever I dedicate to them has to be just for them. So what I should do then, do I have 2 super? I do. 2 super, 3 titanium, 3 iron. Whoop, come on. Oh, I don't have my... Silly me. I'm trying to jetpack onto the roof and wondering why it's not working. I don't have a jetpack yet. Okay. Let's put you right there. Perfect. Okay. Oh. But I'll want that one for food. Shoot. First time. Oh, right. Right. These and this. Oh my gosh, I forgot. The second you get this, about 9 things open up all at once. I totally forgot about that. Titanium, iron. Okay. We're gonna double deck this base like that. And then I officially need a way up. The ladder up is an iron and a cobalt. Cobalt, and I should be out of iron. Yep. Let's go for a round of resources and see if that puts me over on my episode. I think it will. If I go around for 1 ring of resources, that should. And the beauty is a lot of these resources we're going to heavily need, like the cobalt and the silicon. Once we get to rockets, we're going to need so many. Oh, that's the other thing I'm going to be doing with this. I'm going to immediately mass launch rockets. For this particular playthrough, that's going to be a priority. As soon as I can unlock rockets and can mass produce a couple, I'm immediately going to. I'm going to try and get like probably 10 of each. 10 of the 2 basic rockets out immediately just to skyrocket the progress. Just to get the terraforming going fast. I'm just going to mass launch. Problem is that means I'm going to need the resources to do so, which is a lot of cobalt and a lot of silicon. I was coming out for iron, I just realized, and I found like 1. And there's just silicon. Let's grab an iron. Okay. Yeah, I need to come down here and just harvest a bunch of goodies here and then head back up. Excuse me. I'm also hungry and thirsty, so I really don't want to catch a meteor to the head and die. That would be really annoying. Okay, so at this stage of the game, next episode, I need to prioritize getting the jetpack, getting tier 4 backpack and tier 4 oxygen, and starting to set up our tier 3 drills and our tier 3 heat. Those are both going to be on the dossier for next time. So one of hey, grass spreader. We want our indoor ladder, which we're going to put right there. Perfect. This is going to be for food growing. This is going to be for heat, I believe. Alrighty, well, that's it for this episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I actually caught it for once.